Hello students, today we are going to see how to solve linear algebraic equation, that is simultaneous linear algebraic equation. There are two methods, one is direct method and another one is iterative method. Iterative method or it is said to be indirect method. Under direct method, we are having two types. One is Gauss elimination method and another one is Gauss-Jordan method. In Gauss elimination method, we used to convert the augmented matrix to upper triangular matrix, and in Jordan method, we'll be converting the matrix into diagonal matrix. So upper triangular matrix is nothing but, suppose, for example, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9. Okay. So let us consider this. So in this matrix, diagonal element is nothing but these three elements are called the diagonal elements. A1, A5 and A9 are called the diagonal elements. And for upper triangular matrix, we have to convert the elements below the diagonal elements to be equal to 0. That is, we have to convert this A4, A7 and A9 to be equal to 0. And for Jordan method, Gauss-Jordan method, we have to convert the given matrix into diagonal matrix. So diagonal matrix means you will be having values only in the main diagonal elements. Other elements will be equals to 0. That is called the Gauss-Jordan method. Working rule for Gauss elimination method. So first what we have to do is we have to write the given set of equation in the matrix form. So you will be given a two equation or three equation with either 2 or 3 unknowns. So first what we have to do is we have to write the equation in terms of matrix form, and then we have to apply the row transformation, convert the matrix into upper triangular matrix and apply back substitution method to find the value. This is the working procedure for Gauss elimination. And for Gauss-Jordan method, same as Gauss elimination, we have to write the equation in matrix form. Again, we have to apply the row transformation, convert the matrix into diagonal matrix. So this is the diagonal matrix. So convert the matrix into diagonal matrix and then we can find the value. And Gauss-Jordan method is an extension of Gauss elimination method, because for Gauss-Jordan also, first we have to proceed with Gauss elimination only, and then only we have to do the extension. That is, first we have to convert the matrix into upper triangular matrix, and then only we will be converting that into Jordan matrix. Okay. So that's why it is called as the extension of Gauss elimination. So this is the working rule for Gauss-Jordan method. More or less both are same. It's the same working rule only for both the, right? So first we'll see one example for 2 unknowns and then we'll move on to 3 unknowns, right? Example 1. Let us consider an example. X plus y equals to 2. 2x plus 3y equal to 5. Okay. So it is an equation, linear equation with 2 unknowns. So enna unknowns namakku x and y are called the unknowns. So first what we have to do is we have to write this equation in the matrix form. Okay. So this can be written as 1 1 2 3 xy. This is the unknown and this is the RHS constant term. Now I am going to write this in the augmented matrix form. So our augmented matrix form is equal to 1 1 2 3 with our constant, right? So this is called the augmented matrix form. Now using this augmented matrix form only, we are going to convert this matrix into upper triangular matrix. Since it is a 2 cross 2 matrix and our diagonal element means, so these two, this 1 and 3 are called the diagonal elements. So for upper triangular matrix, we have to convert only this 2 to be equal to 0. Okay. Since it is a 2 cross 2 matrix, we'll be converting only this element to be equal to 0, because below the diagonal we are having only one element, right? So what row transformation we can do for this? Which is equivalent to. So first row will come as it is. This is 2. So R2 is equal to R2 minus 2 times of R1, right? So this element is 0, 3, 3 minus 2. So that will be equals to 1. And this is 5. 5 minus 4. And that is also equals to 1. Now what we have to do is, for this we have to apply the back substitution method. That is, back substitution method is nothing but from the last we have to go. Okay, so first we have to consider the last element. So this is our x variable and this is our y variable. So y is equals to 1. So this is the first answer. Now coming to the first row, x plus y equal to 2. Substitute the value of y here. So which implies x plus 1 is equal to 2. So x is also equals to 1. Okay, right? So this is the example for Gauss elimination method. We can proceed the same problem for Gauss-Jordan method also, right? So we can continue and we can find the value for Gauss-Jordan also. Okay. So for Gauss-Jordan, I'm going to consider the same problem. I'm going to continue with this step itself. So 1, 1, 0, 1. Am I right? Which is equivalent to 1, 1, 0, 1 and 2, 1. For Gauss-Jordan, what we have to do? We have to convert the matrix into diagonal matrix, that we know. So this is our diagonal element. Okay. So which one is our diagonal element? These two are called the diagonal elements. Already it is in the upper triangular form. So we have to convert only this element to be equals to 0 now. So what transformation we can do now? R1 is equal to R1 minus, what we can do? R1 is equals to R1 minus R2, right? Which is equivalent to 1 minus 0, it is 1. 1 minus 1, it is 0. 2 minus 1, it is 1. Second row will come as it is. So from this we can find the value of x and y, right? So this is our x variable and this is our y variable, we know. So from here y is equals to 1 and x is also equals to 1. So for one example, we can solve by both the method, that is by using elimination as well as by Jordan method. Okay. So this is an example for 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay. That is 2 equation with 2 unknown. The same thing we can do for 3 equation with 3 unknown also. We'll see one problem for that. Next example, example 2. Example 2, solve here. 2x plus 3y plus z is equal to minus 1. 5x plus y plus z is equals to 9. 3x plus 2y plus 4z is equals to 11. Right? So very first thing what we have to do is we have to analyze this. That is, this is a 3 equation with 3 unknown problem. So first we have to write this in the form of matrix. So this can be written as 2, 3, 1, 5, 1, 1, 3, 2 and 4, 3 unknowns x, y, z is equal to minus 1, 9 and 11. Right? So now I am going to frame the augmented matrix. So framing augmented matrix is nothing but writing in this form 2, 3, 1, 5, 1, 1, 3, 2, 4 and b value is minus 1, 9 and 11. Right? So for Gauss elimination method, we have to convert this matrix into upper triangular matrix. So we know first we have to identify the diagonal matrix. These 3 elements, this is the diagonal elements or not diagonal matrix, diagonal elements. So these three elements are called the diagonal elements. So now for upper triangular matrix, what we have to do is, we have to make the elements below the diagonal value to be equal to 0. Right? That is, we have to make this 5, this 3, this 2 to be equal to 0. Right? Okay. So which is equivalent to? So first row will come as it is. It is 2, 3, 1, and this side it is minus 1. R2. So what transformation we can do here for R2? That is, I have to make this 5 to be equal to 0. Right? So 5 can a transformation podala. Directly we cannot simplify. So what we'll do is 2 times of R2 minus 5 times of R1. So that you will be getting a value called 10. So that will get cancelled. Right? So 2 times of R2 minus 5 times of R1. Just look at this. So 2 times of R2 means it is 5 into 2, 10. This one minus 5 times of R1. So 2 into minus 5, that is minus 10. So plus 10 and minus 10, it will get cancelled. So first element will be equal to 0. Next, in the similar manner, we have to find for other variable. That is for this one, and for this 9 also. Right? So that can be written as, so what we will be getting here? 2 times of, that is 2 times of R2 minus 5 times of R1. So 2 times of R2 means 2 minus 15. Similarly, here also 2 minus 5, 9 into 2 minus 5 into minus 1. So that will be equal to minus 13, minus 3 and 23. Next, we can make this 3 to be equal to 0. And for 3, again, what we can do? Directly we cannot do. So I'm going to multiply some variable, some coefficient with R3 and then with R1 also. So I'm going to combine these two now. That is 2 times of R3 minus 3 times of R1. So R3 equals to 2 times of R3 minus 3 times of R1. Right? So if you do like that, this first element will become 0. So 2 times of R3 it is 6. Minus 3 times of R1, minus 3 into 2 it is minus 6. So plus 6 and minus 6 will get cancelled. Right? So first element is 0. Second element is 5. Third element is also 5. And the value is 25. So now only one thing is left. That is, we have to make this 5 to be equal to 0. Right? So for that, we have to do some row transformation. 2, 3, 1. This is minus 1. 0, minus 13, minus 3, 23. Now we have to make this R3, that is this 5 to be equal to 0. And one more thing, while doing row transformation after this, we have to be clear that whatever transformation we are doing, that should not affect that 0. Already nama 0 akirka terms, it should not affect. Nama enna transformation podramo, that should not affect that 0. Already nama inga rendu 0 kondu vandirukom illaya, and the 0 va affect pannada alavukku we have to do. So only possibility is we can do only with R3 and R2 here. So R3 is equal to 13 times of R3 minus 5 times of R2. Okay. So this is 0. This will become 0. This is 80 and this is 210. Okay. So now by back substitution we can find the value for X, Y and Z. So back substitution method, by this is your X variable, this is your Y variable and this is your Z variable. So finally we are starting with the Z. 80 into Z is equals to 210. So from this, Z is equal to, if you divide 210 divided by 80, so you'll be getting some 2.625, right? And going to the second equation, minus 13 times of Y minus 3 times of Z is equal to 23. Now substitute the value of Z here and simplifying this will give you Y to be equal to minus 2.375. Finally, the last value, that is the last equation. We are going to consider the first equation of the matrix, that is 2 times of x plus 3 times of y plus z is equal to minus 1. So from this, if you substitute the value of y and z in this, you will be getting x to be equal to 1.75. So this is an example for three set of equation with three unknowns. Okay. So this is about the Gauss elimination method, right? So next we'll see. An example for Gauss-Jordan method. Gauss-Jordan is also similar to elimination only. As I said earlier, first for Jordan also, first we have to proceed with Gauss elimination only, and then only we have to continue with that. We have to continue the matrix, we have to convert the matrix into diagonal matrix. Okay, so that will be the difference, main difference between elimination and Jordan method. Next example, we are going to see for Jordan method. Gauss-Jordan. So for Gauss-Jordan, let us consider an equation 3x plus 2y equals to 4, 2x minus 3y equal to 7. So this is two equation with two unknowns, right? So first we'll write this into a matrix form. 3, 2, 2 minus 3, 4 and 7, right? No. First we have to write this into matrix form, right? Into two variable x and y, 4 and 7. Now we have to write this. So first we have written in the matrix form. Now what we have to do is we have to write this in the augmented matrix form. Okay. So augmented matrix form is 3, 2, 2 minus 3, 4, 7. Since it is a Jordan method, we have to convert this matrix into diagonal matrix. So we know these two elements are called the diagonal elements. So we have to make this 2 and this 2 to be equal to 0. And it is an extension of Gauss elimination. So first I am going to make this element to be equal to 0, and next we'll go to the next, right? Which is equivalent to. So what we'll be getting here? 3, 2, 4. And for R2, no other option. We have to do with R1 only. So 3 times of R2 minus 2 times of R1. So this element will be 0. This is minus 13 and this is plus 13. Now we have to make this 2 to be equal to 0. Again, no other option. We have to do with this R2 only. So I'm going to cross multiply this. That is R1 into 13 plus R2 into 2, which is equivalent to R1. R1 is equal to 13 times of R1 plus 2 times of R2. Okay. So first element will be 39. Next it will become 0, 78, 0 minus 13 and 13. So now it comes under the diagonal matrix form. So from this we can find the value of x and y. So minus 13y is equals to 13 implies y is equals to 13. Similarly, 39x is equal to 78 implies this is 1, right? Y is equal to 1 and x is equals to 2. Okay, this is the value of x and y. So this is an example for Jordan method with two unknowns, x and y. So next we'll see an example for three unknowns. Okay, so in a similar way, first what we have to do is we have to write the matrix form and then we have to write it in the augmented matrix form. So this is the matrix form. So what we'll be having in the RHS 8, 4 and 0. 8, 4, 0. Right? So now we have to write this in the augmented matrix form. So augmented matrix form is equal to, so what you'll be getting here, 2, minus 1, 3, minus 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, minus 4, and B is 8, 4, and 0. Again, we have to find the diagonal elements. So these three elements are called the diagonal elements. Since Jordan is an extension of Gauss elimination, so first we have to convert this into Gauss elimination method. That is, we are going to proceed with Gauss elimination method. That is, we have to make these three elements. Okay, we have to make these three elements to be equal to 0 first, and then we'll go to the upper part. Okay, right. So what transformation we can do now? We can write the first row as it is, since we are not going to touch the first row now. So we'll write the first row as it is. Coming to the second row, R2 is equal to. So what transformation we can do? R2. 2 times of R2 plus R1 we can do. Am I right? So 2 times of R2 plus R1. That is minus 2 plus 2. So it will become 0. 4 minus 1. So it will become 3. And this is 2 plus 3. It will become 5. And this is 16. Okay, 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 8. It will become 16. Coming to the third row, now third one, R3. So R3, what we can do? R3 is again 2 times of R3 minus 3 times of R1. So first element will become 0. 2 times of R3, it is 2. And this is minus into minus will become plus. So it will become plus 5, minus 17, minus 24. So now we have to make this 5 to be equal to 0. Again, now while doing this, we should be careful that நம்ம என்ன transformation போடுறோமோ that should not affect these two zeros. Okay, so நம்ம என்ன transformation போடுறோமோ இந்த ரெண்டு zeros-யும் அது affect பண்ணாதபடி பார்த்துக்கணும், right? So only option we can do with R2 and R3 alone, right? So first row will come as it is, which is equivalent to 2 minus 1, 3, and this side it is 8, 0, 3, and 5, this side it is 16, and now R3. So R3, we have to do with this R2 and R3 only. So what we can do is 3 times of R3 minus 5 times of R2. That is the only possibility. 3 times of R3 minus 5 times of R2. So first element already it is 0. Second element now it will become 0. This is 76 and this will be 152. Okay. So now we have made the matrix into the upper triangular matrix. So next what we have to do is we have to convert this matrix into lower triangular matrix. That is nothing but we are going to make the elements above the diagonal elements to be equal to 0. Okay, right. So which is equivalent to, now we are going for the first row R1. I'm going to make this 3 to be equal to 0. So R1, what we can do now? R1, for R1, what I'm going to do is these two will become 0. Already it is 0. So 76 into R1 minus 3 times of R3. So for our R1, I'm going to do this transformation, that is 76 into R1 minus 3 times of R3. So first element will be 152. Second element it is minus 76. And the third element it will become 0. And the next one it will become 152. Right? Okay. Next. Next what we can do? Next we have to do this R2. Yeah. So for R2, I'm going to make this 5 to be equal to 0. So for this 5, 76 into R2 minus 5 into R3. The same thing we can do with R3 itself. So 76 into R2 minus 5 into R3. So while doing like this, first element is already 0. 228. Now this is also equal to 0. 456. So third row will come as it is 76 and it is 152. Now only one element is left, that is this minus 76. So we have to make this minus 76 to be equal to 0. So what we can do now? So again, நம்ம பண்ற transformation வந்து it should not affect that 0. So aduketa mari we have to do. Okay, so I am going to do with this R1 and R2 which is equivalent to. So only possibility is R1 and R2 only. So R1 is 228 R1 plus 76 R2. Okay, so first element this into R1 means, so you will be getting you can use calculator for this. So 3 4 6 5 6, second element is 0, third element is 0, and this side it is 6 9 3 1 2. With the help of calculator we can find these value. And second row 0 2 28, it is 0 456. Third row 0 0 76 and 152. So now we can find the value of x, y and z, right? Okay. So now for this 76 z is equals to 152. So z will be equals to 2, right? Next one, what is the next equation? 228 is equal to 456. 228y is equals to 456, which implies y is also equal to 2. Finally, the last one, 34656 x is equal to 69312. From this, x is also equal to 2. Okay, right? So therefore, the values of x, y and z are x is equals to 2, y is equals to 2, z is also equals to 2. Okay, so this is the value of x, y and z, right? So this is the direct method. So under direct method we are having two types. One is Gauss elimination and another one is Gauss-Jordan. Again I am repeating. So one is Gauss elimination and another one is Gauss-Jordan. So in Gauss elimination, what we used to do is we used to convert the matrix into upper triangular matrix. That is, you will be given two set of equation with two unknowns, or you will be given three set of equation with three unknowns. Sometimes chances are there you will be getting four unknowns also, right? So what you have to do is in elimination method, in Gauss elimination method, we have to convert the equation into matrix form first, and then we have to convert that matrix into augmented matrix, and then we have to make the matrix, that augmented matrix, into upper triangular matrix. So what is upper triangular matrix? The elements below the diagonal elements will be equal to 0. That is called the upper triangular matrix, right? Okay. So Gauss-Jordan is an extension of Gauss elimination only. So in that we'll be converting the augmented matrix to diagonal matrix. That is, you have to make the elements other than the diagonals. Okay. So just look at this matrix. See, you're having elements only in the diagonals. Just look at this. See, you're having elements only in the diagonals. Other part, it is equal to 0. So this is called the Gauss-Jordan method. Okay. So in this video, we have seen two methods. One is Gauss elimination and another one is Gauss-Jordan. Okay. So hope this video is useful for you. Study well. All the best.